wine is a form of art, and so we connected with other forms of art, such as music, pictorial art. You know, the art shows or exhibits that I have at the winery. There may be paintings, there may be textiles, there may be sculpture, there may be photography, kind of forms of art that are beautiful. I pick the artists. And then, of course, the culinary art, which is another form of art. Wine sort of complements all these arts. Of course, wine makes a feast out of a meal. It has a way of pulling people together, friends, family, good food, moments of joy. I've brought many artists, you know, and through that connection, it kind of becomes a network that one is connected to the next. And so that has been a joy. What fun it is to have dinner with Harry Belafonte, right? Or with Ella Fitzgerald, or with, you know, some people that are talented and have a lot to talk about it. I'm still crazy enough to go to work every day at my age because I love it. And I go there also because, like the horse that goes to the stable, it only knows that way. But I love going to work. I love to still find artists to show. I love to find artists that perform for the summer festival. And I love events. I've always liked people. And being home alone is hard, you know, because I had so much company with my husband. So it's good again to have company. And we have the same staff in essence today, although the winery now belongs to Constellation. We have the same winemakers. We have the same vineyard, the Great Tokalon vineyard. And in essence, the same dreams, you know, to make wine that belongs in the company of the best of the world. I was brought here to, you know, I've met Chef Alvin when Lulu brought him to San Francisco and to our winery. So it was fun to come and see his restaurant. And I had dinner here the other night, 17 courses. I think our Fumé Blanc complements Chinese food very well. You can, with certain things, go on to Pinot Noir and have a little of, there can be a relationship there too. The Cabernet is so delicious, but it's a little more difficult. We've always enjoyed creativity in all kinds of expressions, and obviously the culinary art is a great expression. And we thought he was doing some kind of a little bit out of the ordinary things, and that has attracted us.
Alvin has a very unique and distinctive style, and I think there are a number of things that I could take back with me. Certainly some techniques, some of the molecular techniques, the use of liquid nitrogen, things like that. I could experiment and probably find a little room for at the winery. And I might try and make that goose that we had at Young Key when I get back. We'll see. I don't know.
Margrit, just Margrit. You know, she is a fantastic woman. She entreated me very much, and Jeff as well, because I wanted a purpose, or not a purpose, but what do you call it? Just an excuse for Jeff to come over and visit me, and so, you know, offering the wine dinner here suits that purpose very well. Well, since this is my restaurant, let me explain. Jeff is visiting Bo from Mondavi, and as well as Mondavi Wine. Jeff is the winery chef. I think that's your. I think that's what your card is. So Jeff is the winery chef at Mondavi, and of course, he is the expert in doing the food that suits the wine. And I will try my best to follow his advice. So he's doing half the menu. I'm doing the second half.
The first thing I did was a canapé, which is a citrus-cured salmon on a pickled vegetable salad with lime creme fraiche. And it's an excellent match with the white wine we're serving for the reception. And then I got the first course. It's a beetroot and carrot salad. My style is, I think of it as contemporary Napa Valley, which is fresh, seasonal, and wine friendly. So it's some real sort of simple preparations of carrots and beets, just roasted beets, blanched carrots, and it's with a citrus vinaigrette, a couple different citrus segments, some arugula for a little bit of spice, pistachios, and some pickled shallots, and then there's a couple of sort of garnish sauces, beets and carrots in different forms.
And I'm pairing it with my interpretation of beggar's chicken, okay? And this is a frog's leg with just slightly pan-fried with the essence of lotus leaf and salt, okay? So I call it a lotus leaf essence salt. So it's almost like your chili salt calamari, except this is heavy in lotus flavor. And to match that, I have a special pellet with rose essence and golden pin. Okay, golden pin gum jam is the primary herb they stuff the chicken when they do beggar's chicken. Also, I'm doing another dish for this course.
Next dish is a lamb duo, some nice Australian lamb. We're going to braise some shoulder as well as roast some whole racks, and then we're going to cut off a chop per person. It's with panisse, which is a French-style chickpea cake, creamy in the middle, crispy on the outside. Then just some roasted root vegetables that are tossed in gremolata, which is an herb, garlic, lemon kind of condiment with olive oil. And then it's sort of a deconstructed sauce. We have some of the braising liquid from the braised lamb with some olive flavor. And then there's a little bit of the wine reduction, same wine that they're going to be enjoying, which I believe is the 1999 Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon, which was an excellent year.
I'm doing the final red wine pairing, and I'm doing a duck. Just pan-fried duck breast, sous vide, so slowly, very tender. And I'm also serving this with a sticky rice, almost like a zhong, which is wrapped in lotus leaf, and also cooked with the dragon eyes. So it's flavored dragon eyes. And then after flavor this, you get the sweetness, and then you got a bit of the, I'm matching this with the leg of the duck, which has been, braised in salty kumquat. I'm doing the first pre-dessert, and that's with the Moscato, right?
Yes.
Which is, I'll let Jeff describe the wine because he's so good at it and he knows it much better than I do. But I'm doing a blue cheese dish that's with a dragon eye syrup. You get the sweetness and the saltiness of the cheese, and also that's going to be, it's almost like a blue cheese sandwich with lotus root. So you got this very nice texture, and it provides a bit of starch from the lotus fruit to the blue cheese. So instead of bread, you have lotus fruit. So now Jeff has come. He was very kind to me when I was in Napa. He showed me the vineyard. He let me go into the cellar, and we took back 20 cases of very old Mondavi wine, but that they don't know about that.